Hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Gutes campaign. I have some good news. First and foremost, I have I've actually made Londinium, more correctly, the capital of the Kingdom of the Gutes. No longer is it Merv, which is across the universe, in the great words of the Beatles. I think it's one of these settlements. Right up here. Yeah, region, Merv, that one. At one point, this was our capital. It is no longer. As a result, I've been able to renegotiate our trade agreements. We are now trading with the Garamantians, the Geats, the province of Gaul, and the Rugians again. Basically, we're trading with everyone we possibly can at this current juncture in time. Until we go and scout and discover more trade partners, this is as good as we can do. What is this? These are the Langobards, really? Can I trade with the Langobards? Apparently not. A sea route to their capital cannot be established. I guess these regions between the port in Gothiscanza, yeah, it's owned by the Thuringians. So the Langobards are without a port. Interesting. I'm sure if I were to continue scouting along the coast of Italy, the coast of Africa, up in Illyricum, Greece, etc., etc., I could probably find more trade partners. For the time being, though, actually, let's see, where are our agents? We've got Odir, who's taken a look at the forces of Swabia. If I'm not mistaken, there was some movement down here. I think the Woods of Woe, that was... Yeah, this is the Levy army that was here earlier. I can't imagine there are going to be many Swabians up in the north, so I'm actually going to send Asmundir to the south as well. Although, if possible, I would like to disrupt these agents as well, because they are incredibly annoying. They've hit Gunnbjorg this turn. I think there was actually a bunch of... Let's see, Compromise Command was an opportune failure. The first agent, Sigahild, she failed to distract Gunnbjorg, but the second, Rotrud, she succeeded. So I guess Gunnbjorg is now distracted, which has disabled her campaign movement. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but regardless, we are going to grab the Hariats of Haraldir, move it out into the plains of Lugdunensis, and it looks to me like in the autumn of 419, or rather 418, we will be able to attack the Woods of Woe. I just want to make sure that there are no other Swabian armies nearby waiting to reinforce. It doesn't seem like that is the case. So Haraldir is fine where he is. As for Holmgir, I'm fairly certain, yeah, we're unable to remove him from the town for the time being. I think Rhodomagus is probably going to be upset for a very long time. Immigrants, by far, are the greatest public order malice. Instability is -4, so we would still have a -5 public order issue once we remove this army. Not to mention, once we remove Vikingir. So it's going to be a very long time until Rhodomagus is stable. Food-wise, it seems, they have 30 food coming from our salt deposit. I'm fine with the military war for now, but we could upgrade this into a village, I wonder. What is our religion like as well? Yeah, we're still getting 2.3 influence per turn. I'm sure that's going to skyrocket as soon as Gunnbjorg begins gaining levels. In Corinium, we've built a woodcarver, a carpenter in Tuesis, and a fairground in Tuesis as well. So, if we were to look at our wealth, it looks to me like, yeah, Caledonia and Hibernia has increased ridiculously. They are now generating 6,500 golden doubloons in income per turn. For some reason, our religion is dropping. Mostly due to Celtic paganism, I guess. What is our current edict? Research rate and public order? Is there a wealth increase? Not that I recall. No, this seems to be the best one for us at the moment, the Judgment of Woden, perhaps. In Britannia Inferior, we are currently focusing on growth. That's not a bad idea, so that we can actually utilize these slots. I would like another slot in Aboricum, for sure. Aboricum as well, or rather Britannia Inferior as well, slowly gaining in wealth. There's not a lot going on, though, at the moment. We're just generally waiting for these slots to open up. We have a new lead smelter. Well, I say new. I don't know how new it is. Oh, I see. We have a warrior's shrine in Aboricum, but we also have a Germanic standing stone in Lindum. Was I meant to annihilate this at some point or convert it? I'm going to have to look at that off camera. I can't recall what my plan was there. In Britannia Superior, we are able to upgrade this carver into a carpenter, which will increase wealth, reduce public order. We currently do not have the sanitation to upgrade this, but we could probably do it anyway. I see no harm. Eventually, I would like to continue down the Warlord's Hold line to eventually get the Warlord's Castle. Unfortunately, it costs a shit ton of food. To upgrade to the Warlord's Hold will cost an additional 30 food. We have just begun upgrading to a small city, which is also going to cost an additional 35 food. Unfortunately, our surplus is only 50, so until we upgrade the livestock herd or our stores into a souterrain, whatever the fuck that is, we will not be able to upgrade that Warlord's Hold. Also, if we were to unlock another slot, we could possibly get some additional food generation out of there. We could also change our trade wharf into a fishing wharf, but I think that was like a last resort type thing. I would rather have the wealth than the food, in basic terms. I think it's about time we change our edict. I see no reason that we should keep this current one. We have basically converted the entire province, and again, I would not mind having either the tech increase. Actually, no, we'll go for growth. Why not? In Rhodomagus, or rather Lugdunensis, the province, we are still... Yeah, we're still going to increase our religious influence. Alright. What else is going on? We have unseasonal conditions. Ivar has gained a rank, which is excellent, as he is the governor of the most wealthy... the most wealthy of provinces. Let us... what's the best thing? Well, I guess we should go for... legend, I guess? I don't know how... we'll get... These are basically useless points for him at the moment. I guess we'll just put some points into Sentinel and Despoiler. Sure. Like I said, it's a bit of a waste at this point. Gotrek as well has gained a level. He is the governor of Britannia Inferior. And we are able to put points into Judge, which are actually useful for him. And I think we will also put points into Hunter to increase the food output of Britannia Inferior. I wonder if we could do the same for Superior. Yes, we can put another point into Hunter. And another point into Judge as soon as Frodi here gains another level. As for his experience, I'm not sure if there's actually a... There has to be a place to see his experience gain. I'm just kind of... Ah, right here. There we go. 84 of 100, so I suppose within the next couple of turns he ought to be gaining a level. I guess all we have left... Oh yes, we were going to look at our agents. Gizir is still in Hispania. Why do we have vision to Cordoba? Are we trading? We must be. Regardless, I don't really need Gizir in Hispania any longer. It's pretty pretty clear to me that the province of Hispania is not long for this world. The Roman hegemony is just smacking them around like a high-strung businessman and his poor wife, smacking them around for not cooking their dinner in time, basically. So we're going to instead scout in the south of France. France, however the fuck you say it. Sounds like a goose. And I think that's essentially it for this turn. Haraldir has moved. Holmgir is stuck in Rhodomagus. Yeah, we may as well end the turn. The Swabians have done some shit. There's quite a bit of activity from them. The two armies they've got here, the Screams of the Wind and the Woods of Woe. No! That's what a woeful wood would sound like to me. No, my leaves have turned orange. It seems like they were pursuing maybe a Province of Gaul army, a Gallic army, if you will. And now I've got two massive stacks of Swabians to contend with, which, I don't know, it might be a problem, but it could also not be a problem. I do not foresee that Haraldir would be able to attack both of these armies and deal with them simultaneously. He could march on Tironum and capture it, as there is very little in terms of garrison there. Unfortunately, this splitting of our forces would probably lead us towards a divide and conquer situation. That is, the Swabians will divide and conquer us. I need to get both of my armies down here. So the issue being that these guys will probably flee once I attack them with Haraldir. Especially if I have the Haryats of Holmgir nearby to reinforce. We'll have to work it out. It is autumn after all, so we could chase them off, take up fortified positions for the winter, and have them suffer attrition. As long as... if we could distract them and prevent them from returning to Tironum, that would be ideal. Anyway, let's deal with our notifications, and then, of course, we will deal with these armies. Okay, so we have been exposed in Belgica. Looks like Wolfram, the scout, has had an opportune failure against Haraldir. There has been a success against the command of Haraldir. I'm not entirely sure what has happened here. Are my men lacking in morale now? It's hard to say. I'm not sure what a compromised command means. And once again, this priest has affected my fucking agent. This is very annoying. In addition, Gunnbjorg has gained a level. Let's just deal with that quickly. We will make her a chamberlain, of course. And also, we're going to put a point into spread religion. There it is. We may as well move her closer to Rhodomagus as well, so she's easier to spot and handle. Let's take a look at Rhodomagus. Well, we're still only getting 2.3% per turn. Interesting. Okay, the Vandals have negotiated a peace with the Lugians. I'm not sure why I care. The Langobard separatists have declared war on the province of Gaul, of all things. First of all, where are these Langobard separatists? Because I'm not seeing them. I suppose I have yet to meet them. We have the Langobards here. But where are their separatists? Nobody knows. They are hidden in the woods, like the rebels. Tell me where the rebel base is. We have issued an edict, and Gunnbjorg has a rank. Yes. Okay, so unfortunately, we don't have very many agents nearby to counteract these agents. Truthfully, I think I need a champion or something. Perhaps I can manipulate Rotrud here. 60% chance of some sort of success. Let's go for it. 60-40. whatever. Either way, we need to train up our agents because this is getting ridiculous. Well, unfortunately, it's a failure. And it seems that Odir has not gained a rank. Oh, he's compromised. Interesting. He has 4 of 8 experience. Yeah, we need to start training these guys up because this is very, very annoying. Gizir is going to ride north in an attempt to help out and also to get a better idea of what the Swabians are doing around Lugdunum and Avaricum. Okay, we are going to move our forces forward to deal with the Swabians. Actually, you know what? I wonder if we could... Let's see, if I were a Swabian army and I were marching back to Chironum, I would have to cross this piece of territory. What I'm thinking is we can set one army into an ambush position. Something like this. Well, this might not work because there's a spy nearby, but we can then place the second army nearby. Hopefully, one of these Swabian armies will waltz into the ambush in an attempt to kill the other one. Regardless, this should prevent them from marching to Chironum. I am concerned, though, that the jig is going to be up because of this fucking spy. Rhodomagus is going to have to suffer some public order issues for the time being. And, man, we are just sitting on a ton of cash. I think, yeah, we'll just go for that carpenter right away. In inferior, we have the food to upgrade our towns. And I'm sure the situation is much the same in Caledonia and Hibernia. So we have a 45... Oh, actually we do not. We have a 31 unit food surplus. Hold on here. This is increasing... Oh, we are converting. I see. Yeah, so we can definitely upgrade this to a village for a price of 15 food. Again, we are also upgrading our farm, so there's not a reason for pause. In Hibernia, Caledonia and Hibernia, we are going to upgrade this to a dike. So we have 30 food. I guess Iblana is sort of separate and on its own. If anything, we could well, I don't know. I really don't know what to do here. We could upgrade... Oh, shit, no, we cannot. We can't upgrade to Essus. I keep forgetting this because of the food from the autumn harvest. So it's a choice between Iblana or Eilden. I think we'll just leave it as is for now. Yeah, we'll just sit on that cash. Why not? Holy shit. I'm surprised the ambush has actually worked. The first army, led by Luthard, he was going to go attack, what's his nuts, Holmgir. But then, of course, he's being ambushed by Haraldir. He did not see this coming. I cannot believe this. This plan has actually worked. So we'll destroy this army, and then once we do that, we will be able to isolate the next and slay it and move on to Chironum. No problem. Alright, guys, we are going to fight this ambush. I'm very excited to actually fight a proper ambush. I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Boy howdy, what an excellent battlefield. We are uphill from them, obviously in the woods, and they are... admittedly, I deployed thinking they were marching the other direction. So, unfortunately, I have all of my missile troops aiming at the ass end. Oof, actually, this is a bit of a disaster. Okay, I'm going to... fuck me. I'm going to put my cavalry up here, okay? We're going to break the illusion of the ambush, first of all. We're going to get these guys firing at will. I'm going to shift my pikemen over, if at all possible. Oh, man, I ruined a good ambush. I can just imagine the men in the ranks whispering under their breath as the entire army of the Swabians just passes them by. They're like, what the fuck is Heraldir doing? Heraldir, meanwhile, has an eye patch, and he hasn't he hasn't yet realized that the vast majority of the enemy army has just completely surpassed him. He's like, oh, fucking A, this is a long column, me boys. Anyway, we're going to initiate an assault, okay, on these unformed spearmen. We need our guys to throw their jabs, though. There we go. Yeah. Oh shit, we're throwing tons of missiles at these mercenaries. They're not long for this world. Ooh, they're getting hammered. Okay, well, at the very least, we can maybe just form a pike line like so, and have the missiles come around the flank. Something like this, you know? We'll have the archers pin down these slingers. We'll have our slingers come around the flank. Our cav, which I'm going to group up as well. They're going to take up a position like so. And then, of course, we need these spearmen, I guess, to hold the flank, because Group 1 is charging headlong into the heart of the enemy formation. Here we go. Charging downhill, throwing javelins, axes versus levy spears. This is going to be messy. Oh my god, this one unit, though. Ooh. This might be difficult. This one unit is doing their damnedest to hold off the rest. So we're going to advance with the pikes, I guess. This one unit just needs to kind of do something like that. This other unit also needs to kind of just do something like that. Anyway, those archers. Let's have 2 units focus on this mass. 1 unit focus on those slingers. I'm going to advance with the cavalry. We're going to threaten the flank. Hopefully they don't get any ideas and try to, you know, go around us here. Because there are 4 units, technically 5 units free, that could flank us easily. We have a unit of pikes that should melt away pretty quickly. They are formed up, however, which is a bit annoying. And we charged directly into them. Okay, but their formation is broken. They should not last long. This unit, though, definitely having some troubles. Let's just push with the pikes, okay? Our archers are now firing into that mass. That's probably a bad idea at this point. Let's have... Not sure what to do with these archers at the moment. Holy shit, we've already got some spear units beginning to rout. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take out the general with the cav. We're going to get... who is better? We have light cav, very light cav. Okay, we're going to get the Nordic horse raiders to charge them. These 2 units are going to actually take up a position downhill, and they're going to charge these spear units in the rear. That may be a bad idea, but they're going to do it regardless. The general is me. Ah, fuck, I really should not have done that. Should not have done that. I want to charge with the spears to... Okay, there we go. We've annihilated the pikes. Let's turn around to support our friends there. Oh, my pikes are fucking around. I have no idea what the hell they're doing. We may not even need the missiles. Wow. We're going to advance anyway. And shit, yeah, my pike line is not doing so hot. Yeah, Group 1 here, with all of the axes, they are cleaning up. Good golly, Miss Molly. Praise to Odin. Okay, so we've got a ton of spears here, which we will lock in place with our spears. These guys are going to charge the general. Hopefully the general will then turn. Our cav is going to set up a nice charge. We want the very light cav in a position to run down anyone who is fleeing. We have the general here. He is going to... Yeah, we really need to help these, this unit here. There's only 90 men left. Come on, get in there. Don't fucking throw javelins. Get in there. Come on, you assholes. Okay, we've pinned these men between 2 axe units and some pikes. Looks like the general is now engaged. Let's see. Actually, they're going to charge us with their spears. So let's initiate a... let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3. These 2 units are engaged already. These 2 units are going to come around the flank. Yeah, we're going to run down these spears with the light cav for the time being. We'll also charge these levy in the flank. Let's watch this charge with the general. We are throwing javelins into that unit of spearmen, but I'm not too concerned. Some casualties of our own is just fine. They have rallied their units, really. Which units? Oh, in the center, I see. Well, regardless, we're going to also run down these slingers, as it seems they have reformed. I really want to destroy as much of this army as possible. Obviously, the sooner we annihilate these forces, then the quicker we can capture the town, the quicker the Swabians will be out of the battle. Looks like they've got spear support. Let's pull out the cav. Their general is about ready to break, which is excellent. Let's get a nice cinematic look here. We are completely encircled. The Swabians here, they're beginning to rout. Yep, they're crumbling. Let's issue a charge there. Where is our cav? We've got 68 men here. Still running down levy. Looks to me like the majority of these units are basically dealt with. Except for that one with 69 men. Out 69 Germans, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we have 2 units here that are fleeing, both with 30 men in. Let's follow them. Unfortunately, this unit is not doing so hot. 35 men left. The AI really allocated that charge there. That single unit being surrounded by 4 or 5 enemy units. Yikes. There we go. We killed the enemy general. Their units are crumbling now. Let's just consolidate and run them down. Let's see. They have, well, technically 0 formed units left. I don't know how many actual men they have left, but we are definitely in the process of running them down. Alright, so that is 1 stack of Swabians destroyed. Let's just grab our force, redraw it. Oh god, look at that line. And you know what? I'm going to continue running down the Swabians. I will see you guys on the campaign map. Well, technically, at this point, I have no idea where that Swabian army has gone. Technically. I honestly have no idea where that Swabian army has gone. And we're gonna have to hunt it down with our spy here. Oh dear. So this is the remnant of that stack we just destroyed. I have a feeling they probably marched south towards Lugdunum. Yeah, here they are, the Woods of Woe. There's another stack being built in Avaricum, the Children of the Oak. Now, if we were to move, we would receive some attrition. Actually, this army will receive very little. Very little to none. Interesting. Okay, so Holmgir is now marching towards Turonum. He will be able to attack it next turn, whereas the Hariats af Haraldir, I think I am more than happy to put in a fortify stance. Like so. Yeah, so he will not receive attrition. What is this? Retrain to Nordic Horse Raiders. Mercenary Nordic... Oh, I see, these are mercenaries. Interesting. Right. I do not want to retrain. Instead, I'm just going to have Haraldir fortify here. Rhodomagus will see him return next turn. As for Asmundir, he is going to, again, try to manipulate Sigihild. He will not, actually, because his chances are dreadfully low, but he could perhaps try on... maybe... this priestess? Much better chance. 33% is not much better, actually. Well, this is a bit of a... this is bothersome. Okay, so he's not going to do much, in fact. I've just realized as well that we are sitting on a ton of cash, and I actually wanted to increase the size of Vikingir's fleet. So we're going to get a full stack here. We want 3 Drominarians at least. I would say 4 artillery ships so that we can raid. A little complement of archers. And then we've got our quick flanking forces. We just need some more Drakkar dragon ships. So in 2 turns, we will have an entire fleet ready to go, and I don't really see much use for old what's-his-nuts here, Eric, aside from destroying the Jutes. What I am proposing is that the Flottiaf Eric will join the Flottiaf Vikingir, and they will sail as a cohesive unit, and eventually they will, I don't know, start raiding like Bertigala. Because what happened is we sailed around to the south of Spain here, through the Strait of Gibraltar, and we got destroyed by a Roman fleet. And if I recall, it wasn't a very strong fleet. But if we had 30 ships sailing strong in unison, I'm fairly certain the Romans would not know what to do. Unless they also had a fleet of 30 ships, in which case we would have to go home crying like we did last time. Okay, our agents have been exposed. Wolfram has misdirected Holmgir. Rotrud tried to compromise his command. She failed. An excellent decisive battle at the Battle of Rhodomagus. I would not call it that. It was more like an ambush. Of Lugdunensis? I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, we lost 430 men and slew 2,300. It's very much a Battle of Teutoburg Forest all over again. Old Varus there, not giving back legions. So Haraldir has gained some traits. He's now loyal, respectful, and he's gained rally number 3. We have gained a household item called Foedus. Foedus, I'm not sure. Foedus. These lands are yours if you serve Rome when the time comes. Okay, so it's like a mercenary bonus. Once again, Asmondir has been exposed. The Thuringians have converted to Latin Christianity. We have discovered the Langobard separatists. Okay, so it is in fact the case that they are going for the province of Gaul. And if they do, I have no issues turning around and capturing Juricatorum. It is our main path onto the continent from Kent here. And of course, we have a military access treaty with the province of Gaul. If these Langobards disrupt our military maneuvering, then of course we will have to take them out. Anyway, I think that is all for this turn, the winter of 418. We will be back next episode in the spring of 419, wherein we will be capturing Turonum, and we may also be going after Juricatorum. It depends on of course, what the Langobards do, what the public order in Rhodomagus, or rather Lugdunensis, looks like, so on and so forth. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. As always, my name is Incoherence. You guys are fucking awesome, and I will see you all later.